When I give talks at different conferences for veterinarians, I have a program called Stop, Drop, and Roll. Now, we all know about that. When we were young, you're on fire, you stop, drop, and roll so you don't burn up. What occurs in conflict over animals across the board is that it seems like you're on fire when a client or anyone is going to speak to you about what you did wrong with respect to an animal, because they're like our family members, they're our companions. So this is huge for us. So it feels like you're being annihilated with a blowtorch. So I developed Stop, Drop, and Roll so that veterinarians could leave my program with these 3 words that would ring in their heads, and they've called me and told me, Deborah, I stopped, dropped, and rolled. And I said, yes, you don't need me if you can stop, drop, and roll. What does it stand for? Stop talking and listen. Your angry client or staff member can't hear you anyway. So why try to shout over them? It's not going to work. Drop the need to be right. Now, as an attorney, I know my ego gets in the way of me dropping the need to be right, as well as any professional's ego gets in the way of dropping the need to be right. I always tell my people in my mediations, you are right. You are right. Just listen to how right the other party is. And maybe you'll be even more right after you hear what they say. So just drop the need to be right first. You can be right second. And it's just as valuable as being right first. And the next piece is let it roll off your back. Because if you let it roll off your back, 9 times out of 10 in my practice, the clients come back and apologize for their out-of-body experience. They really don't want to lose their relationship with their vets. And so they come back and say, I don't know what happened to me. I've had so many wives or husbands tell their wife or husband, how could you have talked to our vet that way? And gone back and apologized. But if you escalate it, if you don't let it roll off your back, if you need to say that stuff that tells them how wrong they are, then yes, it'll escalate. And maybe you'll be able to nip it in the bud with mediation, but sometimes that's when litigation ensues.